Not even 7. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Kimball's Corner. Rocky was having a bit of a conniption over there. I'm not sure what was going on.
That was my, and you're live. I was
Oh.
just doing a bunch of this.
But I mean, it was like a bunch. It was whole body movements.
Well, I was just wanting to really pump you up, Kimball.
Oh, well, thank you. So, anyway, today it's like I've been lethargic and headachy and just in a brain fog. I know, like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell.
Is it because we went to Abingdon?
No, I was tired before I even went. So anyway, the whole reason I'm telling you that is I'm using a stencil today, so I don't have to like think about the actual drawing. But I am not using it just yet because I want to slap down some colors. But first,
Wow,
we're going to talk about these yummy, delicious looking cookies.
Yum.
Rocky made it so it's automatic, so yay, focus.
Yeah, we're hoping it'll work okay.
The camera might overheat, so that'll be funny.
Whatever.
Anyway, we got a variety of cookies to snack on. That'll probably perk me right up. And maybe I just haven't had enough sugar today.
We're thinking they're from Italy.
Well, we bought those in Thame, and while we were in Thame, San Gimignano, yeah. So while we were in Thame, there just happened to be a craft fair going on. We were like, well, we should go. And we weren't planning on buying anything. We just kind of wanted to see what was going on. But, you know, there was 3 tables right in a row that really got our attention. So, first, I'm going to give their deets because...
Do it. Denise says, hey, everybody.
Hello. So this is Ella Ray Molds Vinyls. There's that. And then info on the back.
Take a screen cap.
I know, right? So at her shop, they were super cute, by the way. Super friendly. Everyone there was really nice.
Can we talk about how cool this bag is, by the way?
Which I think is cool because also, oh no, where'd I put it? It was in there and then I just moved it like a week ago. I'm pretty sure it's the same bag that Zandra gave me a little goodie in.
What?
Oh. But it's like, she had like the small version and it's super cute.
Well, that sounds like something fun for you to look for later.
Right. I'm on a mission. I put it with my, I don't know. I'll have to figure this out later. My life is a mess.
You'll think about it when you're
found it.
Oh, there it is.
Look at that. How
oh my
cute.
god,
It's like the baby.
Kimball, one of these treats reminds me of like when you have a magnet and you're like searching for things.
Thanks.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, I'll put it here because I'm still chatting away.
I think that chocolate comes off pretty easily, so you might want to just
crumbs all over the book. All right. So at this cute shop, turn this the right way. We got this. Look how cute. And it's multi-color.
So it's 3D printed and it weighs nothing.
It's a magnet. It's adorable. We love it. We're loving it. Oh, look at the cute little bunny rabbit.
Says, hello, everyone.
Hello. I chocolate on my thumb for no reason. Got that. Also, got this because I needed a place to put a white paint pen. Now, I know you're like, what the hell is that? But we take the paint pen out. And it's an octopus, and he like holds the paint pen in there. How cool is that?
But at the place he was holding chapstick.
Yeah, but I got free chapstick. Well, I don't know. I say it's free, but
comment below if you know that reference.
Gift with purchase. So that was the first place.
Then they were all in a row, by the way.
I already said that 3 tables in a row. My God, are you even here?
I wasn't listening.
Cute little leaf sticker.
I was eating chocolate.
I know. I want to eat chocolate. So then, next to the cutesy place was this person. Get that info. Get it all.
There you go.
All right. And she did
enamel. And we weren't really familiar. I mean, we've seen enamel painted things before, but she was really nice and explained the process and how she uses copper as the base, but then she has to treat the back so it doesn't expand and contract. Oh, she just had so many cool, pretty things. And we really like this bowl a lot. So I was like, you know what? It's not a change bowl. It'll just be a pretty bowl, and we'll put it somewhere nice.
Yeah. The ring light really adds a little oomph. Here you go, Rock.
Thank you.
Add that somewhere. I've got red tissue paper. Setting that aside, I know you're all like, it didn't say haul in the title. What are you doing? But it's just exciting. And then there's this.
Is this the last thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to keep all their cards. Oh, her card is in my wallet. Hopefully she put one in here.
I think she stuck one in.
Handmade. These are handmade ceramics. Oh, here we are. Suzanne Needham. And she made a ton of like she has statues and bowls and like pinch bowls and like kind of like plate bowls, but they're not plates. They're just like kind of like well, anyway. This is the one
She makes them all by hand. She doesn't use a turner or anything.
And then she'll put like leaves on it, and then they burn into the clay when she. I don't know if she does it. I'm assuming she does it before,
and then she paints them afterwards. So it leaves the indentation and an outline of the leaf.
Because I've seen people that'll do the kiln and like it'll be really hot, and they'll like drop a leaf or flower in it and it, like burns into it, and that's really cool too. Anyway, oh, this is like super wrapped up.
Yeah, she was very,
my God,
very sure.
One moment, please. Here's some tissue paper.
Thank you so much. We'll recycle that later.
All right. So there's the bowl. It's very cool. It looks.
It's the most organic, delicious color. So pretty. And then on the other side, there's an actual leaf.
Like a little embellishment.
Really pretty.
Very nice.
But if you get in close, you can actually like if you touch it, you can feel the detail of the actual leaves and all the different stamp things. It's so pretty, and I love the color of the white around it.
All right, so I'm holding on to these cards.
That's the bottom,
so we can contact them whenever we want. Okay, I think that is everything. So what I'm gonna do now is get to work. Am I right? It's been like 6 minutes.
Work.
And the page is
gotta
blank.
work.
So.
Twerk.
Can you just like shut
Move
up?
on.
Oh my God.
Move on. All right.
And last year.
Action.
So I'm thinking yellow T-shape kind of with some pink on the sides and then blue across the top and bottom. And I'm using the Jane Davenport Tattoo Ink for this part. I don't know if I should wet it first a little bit. Maybe I'll just slop down a little water, give it a little direction, a little help.
Trisha says, "What the? An octopus?" And then she says, "That bowl is gorgeous." And then she says, "Oh, this bowl is gorgeous too." And then Katie says, "Hey, everyone! I missed you all. I've managed to stay awake somehow. So I thought I would see how long it would last. It's 2 a.m., but I've missed chatting with you."
Oh, well, thanks for staying up with us.
Go to sleep,
just not
yet.
Because
the life is an hour. Just kidding. Stay awake with us.
More or less.
Stay up late.
Okay, so we got some yellow.
Katie S. Up all night. Do you remember USA Up All Night with, was it Jenny McCarthy?
Oh, probably.
Back in the day. She's like, "Welcome to USA Up All Night." And then they would play a movie and then she'd be in all the breaks.
I had better things to do.
No, I didn't.
I'm sorry, baby. So I didn't really want to touch the water. I just laid down some clean water, so I'm going to splash that. I didn't want to touch it into the yellow to make it bleed too much. But whatever. I don't know why this ink bleeds through this paper. Like you can see it turning spotty right here. I don't know why it does that. And it's only been with the yellow thus far. But
are you a thespian?
Sometimes. Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was kind of a weird thing. I noticed it when I did my Frida piece a while ago.
Kimmel, are you going to ask everyone how they're doing?
Everyone, how are you doing? Sorry, I'm so rude. Always thinking about myself.
Well, it is Kimball's Corner.
Yeah, but like I like to share sometimes.
True.
Sometimes.
Hope you guys have all been doing well. Let us know how your week's been. Anything fun happening? Keep the conversation lively. I really want to know what this is inside of that.
Probably apricot jam. I'm going to dry this a little bit before I add the blue. Because it's just, I don't know why it's doing that. But it does, and it's fine. Somebody had that issue with, somebody had that problem with the Incredible Inks, but I've never had that happen with Incredible Inks. Only with these ones. And these are acrylic ink. I don't think that really makes a difference. But
Katie says, "So, what's everyone been up to lately? Anything new?" And then Jenna says, "I'm good. Rearranged part of the craft room yesterday, mowed today, and planted some blackberry and hibiscus."
I don't envy the mowing part.
But kind of fun. You don't miss doing lawn work at all?
No.
Just a little bit, Campbell. Gardening, pruning.
No.
Snow shoveling, all those things. You don't miss any of that?
No, my dad was like so meticulous. My dad loves working in the yard. And I'm just like, no. Even if I mowed and like if I missed something, he'd like have to go remow it. Plus he loved like the diamond cross cut look. And I was just like, that's too much for this boy. That made me always want to have a home where I didn't have a yard. And I am fine with that. Adding some little details, just getting the ink off my brush. All right, so we have a surface to work on.
Katie's got an 11-month-old border collie that's on
Ooh.
heat.
Wait, I'm sorry, that's what?
That's in heat.
Oh, that's fun. That is exciting. Who doesn't love that? Sip of the coffee, digest what I just said.
These ones are delicious with the little whatever it is.
Jam.
I think so, maybe. I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna heat up my cookie. Oh, that. Okay.
That Kimball tried heating up his chocolate cookie and it immediately started melting over the thing it was sitting on. Oh my gosh.
We want it real dry because we're coming with colored pencils.
Oh, this has orange in it.
Why don't you just eat all the cookies?
I want one of each.
All right.
Hey, that's looking good so far, Kimball.
You know, I think I'm done.
I see a face upside down from this point of view. I see the chin coming through here. It's rounded.
Yep.
And the like mask thing happening.
Yeah. No, I see it too.
What was your favorite movie growing up?
I really loved Legend.
Was it because Tim Curry was kind of hot as the devil?
Kinda, but I had a huge crush on Tom Cruise when I was a kid. And he ran around basically in his underwear in that movie, so... Also, risky business, hey! Sliding into action.
I thought you were going to be like, I love Who's That Girl?
I mean, I like that too. What else? I don't know, I liked a lot of movies. I like pretty much all the Disney cartoons.
Noah's birthday is tomorrow, so you know what that means.
Today is not his birthday. So we keep quiet.
No, I think my eye contact with you tells you everything you need to know, Kimball.
I'm looking at you with raised eyebrows. You understand what I'm saying with my face.
Ready?
All right.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Noah. Happy birthday, Noah. Happy birthday to you.
Oh my God, like birthday boy.
I doubt you
Okay.
heard it, but still.
So I'm going to get my brush out of my water. Scooch my water out of the way. We're done with the wet portion of today's video.
Missy
Probably.
Lulu says, hello, lovelies.
Hello, darling.
I just finished up watching a live on the Facebook God and Monsters group. I'm so excited for Jane's new workshop. Question.
Tell me what you think.
Anyone else signed up for it?
I haven't signed up for it.
She's almost lazy.
Well, I don't know if I really want to drop that much money right now, but like I know as soon as I start seeing people post, because I think you're only supposed to post in like that group, but I mean sometimes people will post in the Jane Davenport group too, and like I'm gonna get FOMO and I'm totally gonna want to join, but like I don't know. Anyway,
Kimball has some other art priorities he's gonna work on.
So with this very colorful background, I'm gonna just use black, white, and gray, and these are the skin. What are they?
Skin tone,
care,
skin light. Magic
wands. I can want to say skin contour, but that's skin care magic wands. And we're gonna slap a face.
Noah says thank you.
I think he said it a little bit happier than that.
I kind of doubt it. I'm sure he was very neutral when he said it.
You know, no, you're welcome.
Okay. Jenna, can you confirm? Was he fairly neutral when he said it?
All right, so I'm gonna
was
go
it
in.
Kind of like it's like if Data said it from Star Trek.
He showed emotion that one time. I'm going to go in with just the gray and for the like line work. And we're going to try and do something a little more high contrast. Maybe it'll look good. Maybe it'll look like crap. I don't know. Also, don't know if these actually work on this acrylic ink. This will be fun to find out live. Yeah, it seems to be working
Let's just
fine.
Do it.
Well, it's doing.
Who's that girl? Acting. It's not acting, it's reacting, Kimball.
That's true.
I'm going to try one of these things with a little cherry on top. Is that like a maraschino cherry that's been dried out?
Maraschino? Probably.
Tastes like Italy.
That could go in like so many different directions.
Oh my gosh, you guys, have you ever had... Jenna says he was very neutral. What did you eat? Do you know how much effort you would... You know what? I don't even know what you would need to do to get like a giddy reaction out of Noah. I've never once seen him have a giddy reaction. Only Jenna knows how to break that.
And I don't know if I want to know.
I feel like it wouldn't be Noah if there was that much emotion happening.
All right. So let's see here. Going to do my thing to it.
Oh, I was gonna say, have you guys ever had so much work that you have to do, or like a deadline coming up with like so much to do, and you're like, there is no possible way I'm going to be able to do it, and but you just have to be like, well, it is what it is. Yeah, me neither.
I think you're lying. I definitely haven't. I stress over like, oh my god, there's 3 dishes in the sink. What am I gonna do?
Kimmel stresses over like, oh my god, have a live tonight.
Yeah.
I don't want to draw.
It's like, I don't know what I'm gonna draw. What do I do? Grab a stencil. All right. So her hair story. Is it going up this way? Going up that way? Or is it going down? I feel like it should go up. Let's see.
Noah also wants to point out that the Happy Birthday song is no longer under copyright RCA anymore.
Yeah.
So now people can use it in films and movies and TV shows. And
that is true. It's been like that for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, whoops. I should go on top of her ear.
Jenna says, I love how vibrant those colors are.
Me too. They are fantastico.
Did you like the anticipation of not knowing what I was going to say next or what Jenna was going to say next?
I mean, I zone in and out when you're talking, so.
Whenever I'm talking, Kimball can just focus on the art. He's like, keep going, Rocky.
Attaboy, keep doing it.
Keep doing it.
You're doing real good. All right, so I think we're good there. So I might loosely go in first with this gray to kind of block in the shading. And it's going to be very harsh above lighting. So start here because it's going to be the darkest shadow will be under the chin. If you're lucky enough to only have one. I wouldn't know.
Oh my God.
And then it'll come down into her tendons. Right here. And then down into the clavicle and these little tendons thingies that go here. That's technical talk.
Scribble, 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 scribble.
Yes. And then she's going to have a harsh...
Trisha says she's losing count of her chins.
Yay.
Yay. I'm not alone.
So I
had the time of my life.
No, I never felt this way before.
Yeah, that could be a fun game. Just as you're talking, I'll try to pick up songs happening.
Okay.
We'll see how I do.
So I just do a little triangle shadow under the nose, but we'll go back in and try and create some more details later.
I couldn't think of anything from that one.
Oh, well, you don't have to do it all the time.
I guess so.
So her upper lip will mostly be shadow.
Oh my God, Kimball, you're wearing your Quidditch shirt, and I just read the scene where Harry caught the Quidditch in his mouth, or the snitch in his mouth for the first time.
That's really exciting.
And then he found the mirror there, said and saw his family, and everyone cried.
I drew this side weird. It looks weird. It looks weird. We'll figure it out later, probably. All right. And then this will be slightly shaded in. She's going to have a 5 o'clock shadow. We love that for her. Circle. The chin is just a little circle going around.
Jenna asks, are you reading the books for the first time? To which I answered no. I am reading them for the second or third time. I can't remember how many times I read them now. I think I read them twice. So this may be the third time, but I don't remember. All I know is so many things I forgot, and it just breezes through so many things without a lot of detail. I was like, how did I fill in all these blanks before the movies came out? Because I know, and the funny thing is, Hermione, I didn't know how I didn't even know that name, so I thought it was Hermione for like the first 3 books until the first movie came out.
Yeah, I remember JK talking about how she didn't realize that wasn't like a kind of a common name around the world. Like, she's like, it's pretty common here.
And I called him Hagrid. I just didn't know how to like.
Hagrid, what's up?
Hagrid. I didn't realize how mean they were to Hermione in the first book for like the first half of the book. They're like horrible to her. Like I remember them not being totally pleasant, but good God.
Well, boys will be boys, all right. And then you slap them around and make them act like,
Well,
not little brats.
there's nothing like beating a 12-foot mountain troll together to bring, kids together.
Well, that's how it works. Should I make her looking straight at the camera, left or right? Tell me in the comments while I eat a cookie.
All I know is the new 17 album comes out.
Oh my God, I'm so
in
excited.
9 days.
We've talked about it.
And I'm so excited right now. They released a trailer, which was 1 minute, 17 seconds.
It was like a teaser.
And it looked like a film, but it was just talking about the state of the world and how everyone isn't happy and the world is like miserable. He's like,
but they're saying you deserve to be happy.
Yeah. So they're saying you deserve to be happy. So like break away and be a pioneer, be an explorer, do all these things. And in the end of it, it shows them like running in slow motion towards a
boat on a beach.
Yeah.
I love how like their albums, the overall album has like a whole entire theme, but like each song also like builds upon that. Like a whole story.
It's like if you imagine like the theater kids getting together and be like, we're gonna make an album. And it's gonna have a concept.
But
and then like
be good.
And then they get the kids from the art class to come in like the yearbook and like they get all the creative like geeks from the school to come together. It's like that's how these albums are.
Geniuses.
Geeks, geniuses, what's the diff?
No.
Anyway. What was I gonna say?
I don't know. I'm drinking out of a spring cup today. Because it's not really spring weather, but it's supposed to be. All right. Well, did anybody say which way to make her eyes looking? If not, I'm just going for it.
Pick triangle or square.
Well, I'm just doing it now.
Okay.
She's looking that way, like, where does the wind blow?
She's like, okay, Rocky's giving me triangles and squares to pick from.
Basically.
I like to be really obtuse with.
I had a dirty pencil.
I like to be obtuse with the things I say. Instead of be like, choose one or two. I'm like, choose lion or Eskimo kisses.
And I'm like, I'll do what I want. Alrighty. Let's see where this adventure takes us. I'm really annoyed that I started off with a dirty pencil.
No, you really ruined it. Kimball, what's your art crisis all about?
Where do I begin?
Tell us all about it.
This needs to stop. It's tickety-tacking while I'm drawing.
Let's have a quick moment with Kimball. That's where we bring the microphone in really close. And we talk to the microphone for just a moment, Kimball. Let's go.
I'm really super busy right now.
No, let's do the art talk, Kimball.
No, because see, I'm doing colored pencils and it's going to take a long time. Oh. And it's already been close to half an hour.
We'll save the Kimball chat for later.
Scooch away. Scooch away. Scooch away. Scooch away. Scooch away. All right.
Thanks for joining us on Kimball's Quiet Corner.
Kimball, shut up. I'm trying to art corner.
Oh my gosh. HR, customs, revenue forms. Boring.
Yeah.
Who wants to be an adult? Not me.
Definitely not me.
How did I get this far in life? No one knows.
You just did. It's like you just started and then you just kept going.
And then people were like, you should do this. I'm like, I don't want to do that. And they're like, you just do it anyway. I'm like, fine.
Yeah. Okay, this is bubbling. I guess I don't really need to have this stretched down anymore.
Trisha says, hi, Katie. I'm trying to work through some of my art lessons, but I'm finding it a bit of an effort at the moment.
What's holding you back?
Trisha, care to elaborate? What's holding you back? What's the challenge?
I mean, without spoiling the art lesson, I suppose, because...
Nothing reminds me more of my grandfather than this.
That's my Scotch tape.
Okay.
Scotch masking tape. It's great for taping off, borders and stuff. I was going to tape off borders here, but I was like, no, I'll just go with it. So, don't want to go too black, because I do want her lashes to stand out. Which we'll do after we do all this shading. Otherwise, they would just get blurred into it all.
Katie says, oh, Kimball and Rocky, this is a little late, but I'm so glad you liked Ghent. Did you guys check out any of the jazz or the cool bar with Barbie dolls all over the roof? I think we missed that.
We did miss that.
We don't go to bars, first of all, so we probably wouldn't have seen anything that has like bar related or alcohol, but
or live music, really.
Barbie dolls on a roof, that seems like up our alley. How did we miss that?
I mean, definitely would have gone to that. I'd been like, there is reminds me of wow, the Barbie Museum.
That feels like something Kimball would have looked up the night before and be like, here, we're gonna go somewhere for breakfast, and then we're going somewhere else afterwards, and then we would have just ended up at a roof with Barbies, and I'd been like, thank you for bringing us to this glorious event.
You're welcome. All right. Coming in with the mid-tone. These are very smooth, soft, creamy pencils, and I'm loving it. One eyelid done.
Oh!
Yeah. Very excitable over there.
Amanda's listening, but she doesn't want to talk. Also, thanks for the happy birthday song. It's his birthday too. Hi from Evan.
Oh.
Hi, y'all.
Hi.
Oh, why did I sound like
Paula Deen?
Paula Deen just then?
Oh, no.
I just saw a clip of her and she's like, I'm real tight. Do you remember this? And it was like totally out of context. I was like, what are you talking about?
Yes.
Anyway. How are y'all doing? Thanks for joining. Trisha says, I just keep putting off starting things. But I have read a book this week.
Ooh, is it the...
I don't know, but it's red, according to the emoji.
It's like Murder Comes to Marlowe?
Murder Comes
or
to Marlowe.
Death Comes to Marlowe or something?
I feel like if something actually happened in one of those towns, it would be like less dramatic than a book would make it out to be, though. Like it'd be like more amusing in real life.
I mean,
somehow.
Do you remember the movie? Is it Hot Fuzz?
Oh, with Simon Pegg.
Yeah.
That's such a funny movie.
Yeah, it is. I mean, now that I'm here, I get it.
I love how McCormick Spice is signed in from the work account onto your live.
Well, it should be. That just makes sense.
That's so funny. I can't get away from work.
All right, just building out the midtones.
For everyone who doesn't know, Amanda's like my work wife when I work back in the States. So I work at McCormick. And when I first started there, we were kind of doing like the same job. And I remember like one of the first things I had to do was this whole thing for casserole cards. So we had to basically bring in green bean casseroles and take pictures of ourselves with a green bean casserole. And we had one of ourselves looking like some weird, like newlywed couple. Instead of holding a baby, we were holding this like little green bean casserole. And it's like still one of my favorite pictures.
It's one of those like awkward Christmas photos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved it.
It's funny. We have it somewhere, don't
Ew,
we?
it's so creepy. It says McCormick Spice and it says, we're watching you, Rocky. Well, you didn't even capitalize my name, McCormick Spice.
Oh, rude.
Rude!
Excuse me, rudeness. Oh, I might not go into as much detail as I want because
take forever with the artwork.
I know. Why was I thinking this was a good idea?
Oh my God. Could you just skip to the end?
I'm trying. She just did her eyes up for the evening.
Okay,
We're done.
Well,
all right, let's.
Can we just do one of those YouTube makeup tutorials where you just like, they do it in like fast time?
Well, I'm not planning on shading her whole face. I'm just planning on shading around her eyes.
Shading,
nose, and
okay.
mouth.
Not what I thought you
Not
said.
the other SH word.
I was like, what? Where are we going?
I'm going to Disneyland. Get those temples nice and shaded in.
Jenna says, although I really want to say, hi, McCormick Spice. We appreciate you joining the live, your brand. Katie says, oh, what book did you read, Trisha?
Yeah, I think it was...
Kimmel's guessing it was Murder and Marlowe or
Death
something.
Comes to Marlowe or Murder Comes to Marlowe.
Remember Death Becomes Her? I feel like we need to watch that movie again.
Yes. It's a good one. Now a warning.
I feel like we quote a lot of things from that movie without even realizing it, probably.
I'm sure I realize it.
Oh, okay. Well, you just realized it.
We started watch. Well, I started and Rocky kind of joined in because I'm watching it. Malcolm in the Middle.
We watched it back in like 2013 or 14 or something.
And also when like it was on TV. So I'm like, it reminds me of my childhood because it just, that's kind of how my childhood was. I mean, it wasn't as hectic and crazy as Malcolm's, but you know, having siblings and all that jazz.
And all that jazz. Catherine Sargent says, I'm late again. Man, those are beautiful colors.
Oh, you know, thanks. At first I was thinking the black, white, and gray. I'm like, they're just shades. But yeah, I get what
Oh my
you're
God,
talking about.
don't be an art geek.
Oh my gosh, she's talking about that background. And she's right. They are beautiful.
Musical markers.
Oh,
I just saw them on your shelf.
yes.
Kimball, you know what you need to do? You need to buy more art supplies. That's what you need to do.
Do I?
Yeah, and then you need to buy something to organize those art supplies, and then an additional cabinet, and then we might just need to get a whole, like, another room.
Are we moving?
We need a whole another room.
You know what this means.
And then it's something to hang from the ceiling to hold things.
Let's go shopping. Getting that little under eyeball area. We've all got them. Hopefully it'll be a little more camouflage when I get the eyelashes in.
What is she feeling, Kimball?
She's feeling great. Should I make her eyes colorful or should I just make them black and white?
I'm pretending it's Madonna from Who's That Girl. So what would she do? WWMD.
I don't know. I'm just talking about her like irises. I mean, she would have them already in the movie. What?
I'm going to look up pictures from Who's That Girl real quick to get some inspiration. 1 second.
Also, not Suddenly Susan. What is it? I remember asking this last time.
Isn't Who's That Girl the one where she has like the cougar or whatever it is?
Yeah. And then what's the one Seeking Susan?
Desperately Seeking Susan?
Yeah.
Oh my God. 1987, bro.
Such a good one.
Oh, this is the direction you should have been doing her eyes, Kimball.
Well, that's what I knew I should have. Okay.
Sorry, Madonna's been invited to the live. Here, this is your inspiration. 1 second. Let me just get this open.
All right, hurry up. Oh my God.
Okay, well, here you go.
No, get off my screen.
Why does she look older there than she does now? I'm confused.
Well, I didn't like her puffy face look that she had going on. And it's fine. If you want.
Oh, you mean recently?
Yeah, the plastic surgery.
Don't judge her. She can do whatever she wants. She's Madonna.
Well, I mean, it was just puffy because it was still swollen. I'm just saying, like, I didn't like that it was puffy. Like, oh, that's like, I would be annoyed. Especially because, you know, all the things that people just have to say.
Everyone's half has an opinion, Kimball.
Oh, no. It's like, let people do what they want.
And what was your favorite song growing up?
I don't know. What age?
Let's say 13. Angsty 13. Like, I'm going to slam my door so my parents know I'm angry.
Oh, I don't think I was into Violent Femmes yet.
We listened to Rainbow of Light.
What's that? Rainbow of Light.
What's it called? What's the album? I can't think of it.
Ray of Light?
Ray of Light. Well, whatever. I was trying to make it gayer than it was.
It wasn't even out then, was it?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know.
You had the poster on your wall when I met you.
I didn't have that poster.
Yes, you did. It was on your wall when you walked in. Campbell, you had Ray of Light. I'm telling you. When you walked in your door, it was on the left side, posted to the wall.
Was it just like an album cover from like a magazine?
It was a full like poster.
No, I didn't have that.
Campbell.
What would it be? That would just be a big gray square, right?
We're not going to have an argument over Ray of Light on your
channel.
Dude,
it was my room.
I lived there too.
Yeah, did you put it up?
No, but I remember looking at it and being like, wow, he really likes Madonna.
I mean,
he really likes her.
I had the Blonde Ambition tour poster on my wall.
Ray of Light.
Are you thinking that?
I'll find the poster. And show
okay,
you what
please do, because as of right now, I feel like I'm being gaslit. Okay. I'm like, what happened in my childhood?
My life is a lie.
Basically, we're gonna give her dead eye, and then we're gonna do that like, white highlight at the end. Because it's just fun that way. Drawing the nice, super dark shadow. The pupil, just a little bit.
Definitely was not the Blonde Ambition tour.
Yeah, that's the only poster I had of Madonna. I had maybe Alanis. No, I think Stu had that. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
I swear it was this.
I didn't have a poster of that, but it was a magazine thing that I took out. I had like a magazine article about her.
Wasn't it on your wall though?
Yeah, I mean, I had like 1,000.
Okay, true. Well, so I'm not crazy.
No, but it wasn't a poster.
Okay, well, whatever.
So you're kind of.
You say crazy. Potato, I say potato.
Exactly. Potato.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry, back to you guys. Trisha says, I read this week that Madonna wants to look more like herself again.
It's always nice to look like yourself.
I don't know. Trisha says the book was called Death Comes to Marlowe, written by the guy who wrote the Death in Paradise TV series.
Oh. I wonder if Joel's Lady Killer is going to take off. I think Netflix has the rights to do it, but I don't know when they're going to do it. I don't know how dark I want to make this nose shadow.
She kind of looks like Rihanna.
Her?
Yeah.
Oh, I can see that. I think it's always weird when I'm like drawing a picture and then like it starts to look like somebody.
And you're like, that's exactly what I meant
Like,
to have happen.
Yes. Do you want to buy a print?
They're gonna be like, do you want a Bible?
Why would I say that?
I don't know. This is what it sounded like you were gonna say.
Nope, that's not coming out of my mouth.
Comment withheld. What was I going to say?
What were you going to say?
Do you know what else these are good for? Kimball?
Cookies.
Do you know what these are good for?
What are they good for?
Absolutely
nothing.
I don't know if I can say.
Yeah.
Kimball and I drove an hour to go to a coffee shop today because that's how our lives are now.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a kimchi and cheddar sandwich.
Oh my god, it was so good.
The bread came from a bakery in Oxford, and it was absolutely delicious. We cannot find, or we have not been able to find really good baguettes and like breads, like French breads that aren't just like white bread. And this place had delicious bread. And we ended up buying a baguette, which I walked around the town looking like an asshole for a while. But anyway.
A cute one, though.
Yeah.
And then we were going to walk along the water and cross the bridge that didn't exist. So we had to walk all the way back.
We're like, surely there's a bridge down here. Let's just go without thinking about it.
It was kind of, maybe that's why I wasn't, no, because I was kind of tired before. But like, it was so many empty buildings that were just like boarded up. And like,
it was a very cute town. It just was
it was just, yeah. And well, a lot of places were closed, probably just, I guess because it's Sunday, I don't know. But they did have a plethora of coffee shops that were open.
It felt like Saturday was happening, and then Sunday is the day when all the most quality people come out. That's what it felt like. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Without sarcasm in your voice?
Or... I don't know. You decide, because life's what you make it.
Uh-huh. Eyebrows. Just keep them simple. Great. She tweezed her brows. Now I got to try and match them.
Oh my gosh. She went to the mall and over-threaded.
Ugh.
Would you guys go to the mall and do the threading thing in front of people? Like, everyone has to be on display. I've never seen a threading place where someone wasn't like in a glass window, like 2 inches away from like the mall walkers.
Can you imagine if they did like bikini waxes like that?
I mean, I'd be down. More people would be at the mall. They really want to draw a crowd.
Yeah, but like, once you see how painful that is, ooh.
Let's normalize anal waxing, I guess. I don't like what.
I mean, I saw on YouTube these 2 guys that went and they did like couples waxing. Oh my god, it looks so painful. So painful. I'm just like, nope. They did their entire body. And I'm just like, oh my god. How? It took, what was it, like an hour and a half or something? I don't know.
Yeah, so it was a long time. That's too long to be in agony.
They're like, some parts hurt, some parts I was like, whatever. I'm like, no, somebody's ripping your flesh. Well, okay, they're ripping the hair out of your flesh.
Jenna says it's a 2-parter. She says it looks like she's going to be using a puppy face filter. And then also, I've done threading in the middle of the mall.
Oof. Don't know if I could do it. I went with Maria to get her brows thread. And I was like, does it hurt? She's like, yes.
Like she was happy about it.
I'm like, oh, girl, that is not for me.
Pain and pleasure. It's a fine line.
I'm going to use this to just outline this. Because I don't want it to be, I mean, it's not going to be dark heavy on the eyes. I want a balance, but.
Oh, by the way, so Kimball has been asked by a few people to do a thing called Buy Me a Coffee, which we didn't even know what it was. And then we looked into it, and it's basically a service, because if people used to donate money on YouTube to Kimball and they take just like an exorbitant amount of the actual funds that people give. So we were like, please don't do that anymore. But we did look into the Buy Me a Coffee thing. So if anyone is interested in that, I'm going to put a link in here because it is on his page, but it's kind of hard to find. So if anyone is interested in doing that, it's apparently a site where you can go and like buy them like a cup of coffee or like do a small donation or something like that. So if you guys are interested, it's there.
And obviously you don't have to.
Yes. It is not a required mandate.
But if you love me, I'm teasing.
Here, honey, have a cookie.
Okay. What are we having this time?
I don't know. Eat one we haven't had yet.
This one.
That one's okay. Enjoy. I just don't understand what this shape is. I think I'm a little confused by like, what's the vibe? It looks like someone just pressed it with their thumb. I was like, you know what? Almonds. Missy says, do you do PayPal or Cash App like others do?
No.
Kimball's thought about this for a whole 5 minutes.
It took me 2 weeks to get the buy me a coffee thing. I mean, I have PayPal. I used to do, when I did conventions, I had a Square, and that went into my PayPal, and I used PayPal to buy things, so
I feel like I don't even know how much money is in my PayPal, because the only time I ever use it is for Venmo.
And how much money do you have in Venmo?
I think it's like, I don't know, a couple hundred, but I'm like, how did I get that much money in there?
I love how you guys would always do like group dinners from work, and you'd all just keep swapping money back and forth.
Yeah, basically.
I don't have
Missy
friends.
says, oh, the CEO of Cash App was murdered a day or so ago. Everyone get on board.
A dark cloud just came over the episode.
Is this a novel?
That's sad.
Is this part of a trilogy?
I mean, it's probably sad. I don't know.
That's very sad.
I'm not a fan of anybody dying, really.
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead. No, it's just, I don't know. Rocky, if you could live forever or as long as you wanted.
Oh my gosh. So we're watching Sandman. I know we're behind the times. Thank you.
We started it a long time ago, but
now we're like, okay, we can watch more than a 20-minute show. Now we'll watch a 38-minute show. So anyway, we're watching this one episode that was really good. And first of all, the series goes on and on. You think, okay, I guess the series is over now after the third episode or fourth episode. And then they just like start a whole other thing. And you're like, okay. Anyway, so there was a really cute episode where I won't get into too many details, but he basically agrees to meet this one guy at this pub every 100 years, and the guy has to tell him if he still wants to keep living or not. And basically the guy can live as long as he wants.
He granted him everlasting life.
So every 100 years, he meets him at this bar. And the first time he comes around, he's like, "Oh my God, life's been so great! I'm just so excited!" Blah blah blah. This and this. Next time he sees him, he's been like held captive. He hates life. Like he's just like he doesn't. He's been miserable. And the guy's like, "Okay, well, do you want to keep living?" He's like, "Absolutely."
He's like, "I've got so much more to learn."
And then basically time goes on. Why was I even going on this story?
I don't know, but they were filming in Abington or in Richmond.
Richmond,
where
yes.
We just went last week.
I was like, we were just there.
It was very cool. Anyway.
I don't remember why I started telling you the story.
Because I asked you if you wanted to live.
Oh, yeah. So basically, long story short, even up until like 1989, the guy still wants to live, whatever, and yay. So I wouldn't mind. I'm a very curious person. And I would love to be around I think the next 100 years are going to be fascinating.
I agree.
I think we're already living in one of the most fascinating times. I'm sure everyone says that. Right. At every age, because things are always evolving.
Yeah, I was going to say so much happens. So,
oh my God, the printing press.
Yay.
Oh my gosh, plumbing. You know what I mean?
Yay.
I just think it's going to be particularly interesting for humans in the next 100 years.
I am curious where the whole AI thing is going to go. Because I know a lot of people don't like it. I think it's here to stay, whether you like it or not. It's just humans have to figure out how, like artists, need to figure out how to work with it.
Just like the later retirement age in France now, apparently.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I don't even want to get into that, but
I'm sure everyone's thrilled.
Yeah. I'm keeping just a little bit of a light gap between her chin and the shadow of her
we can see
neck.
that.
I know, I'm just saying I'm doing it because it'll help it stand out.
Katie says, have you watched the show called Ted Lasso on Apple TV? It's set in Richmond.
No, a lot of people apparently love it, but we don't have Apple TV, and we most certainly aren't getting it unless we get rid of another streaming service, which I just don't know if we can do that.
I think we'll watch it eventually.
But yeah, because our neighbor in Maryland was like obsessed with it, and she was like, "You need to watch it. It's so good."
We know the premise. We know what it's all about. Know what it's all about.
I have no idea what it's about.
What are you talking
about? Some guy named Ted Lasso that does stuff.
Yeah, isn't he a Canadian? Doesn't he get sent to the UK to like run a soccer team or football team?
You sound very sure of yourself.
And they do it as like a joke, but then he ends up like making it really successful.
Oh, that's fun. We'll go ham. Is it based on a true story or no? Probably not.
I'm sure everyone would like to think so, but I don't know. I've been busy living my life, Kimball. I haven't even had time to research it.
Yeah, I've been busy too, okay? Like, sometimes I have to get up, and sometimes I can stay in bed. I've got options. Usually I get up.
It was funny. When we were at the little craft fair or whatever, and people were like, "Oh, so what do you do?" As like Kimmel's talking to him, he's like, "I don't do anything. I just stay at home and do whatever I want." And they're like, "Oh my god."
I mean, I'm not gonna lie about it. I used to be like, now I'm like, I do what I want. I'm sorry if you don't get to. But
Sorry, not sorry.
it's like, I know I'm very fortunate, and I used to be very humble about it, but now I'm like, no, I love it. I love it. What's that from? Oh, the tattoo. No. Sorry.
I don't know who it is, but I know what
I was
you're
thinking
talking
of
about.
I don't care.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
No, is that the song about they crashed the car
Yeah, it's
in
the
a
same
ditch?
song.
Isn't that Tattoo?
No, that is not Tattoo, Kimmel.
Who
That
is
is the
it?
opposite of Tattoo.
I don't know my life.
I don't know. I have to look it up. I don't know who it is. Let me see.
I don't care.
I don't know. There's one that says Ed Sheeran and Justin Bieber. I don't care. I doubt that's it.
Is the song actually called I Don't Care?
Oh, here's one. Who sings that song, I Don't Care?
I crashed the
is
car
it Stay?
in a ditch. Stay? What? No, but I love that song by Shakespeare's sister.
What?
It's called Stay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I was such like I want to be so emotionally dramatic as a child. Oh my god, and the Runaway Train, is that what it's called?
Runaway train never come back.
I was like, oh my god. I totally like get it. And I'm like, no. My life was awesome growing up. Except for that one thing.
Trying to find this damn song.
I think I like where it's going. Let's just work.
It's called I Love It by Iconopop.
Iconopop.
I love
Iconopop and Euconopop. I love it.
Katie already wrote I Don't Care by Iconopop.
If you would just stick to the
If I would have
comments.
just turned left for a moment, I would have been able to see.
Left or right. Oh my god, I'm so excited for 17.
Katie says, yes, that's right, Rocky. It's not based on a true story, although Ryan Reynolds bought the Welsh Football Club and they have been getting better. I did see that too.
Good old Ryan.
They have a series about it.
What? Oh, Ryan Reynolds buying a club.
Yeah, it's him and the guy from, I don't know if it's some guy from like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia or something. I don't know who it is. It's some other guy.
Wow, you sound like you know
It's another actor that I'm so invested in that I clearly know everything about it.
So did he like sell his phone service so he could buy a rugby team?
Maybe.
Or is it rugby or football?
Was it Cricket Wireless or something?
No, it wasn't Cricket. His phone service, it was like, something totally different.
Oh, okay, got it.
You know, that service that we never had.
Well, you know what? I don't care.
I don't have it. Just darkening up some of these shadows.
So, Kimball, you're going to get a lifetime membership to the National Trust.
We got a yearly membership.
And we've used it.
We should now that it's getting nice out. We can go to Watson.
Watson.
Most I just want to walk around the grounds.
Do you? You want to walk around the grounds?
It looks like a nice place to walk at Watson. All right, let's get to her hair. Well, ooh, okay, now bring it in just a touch of pink. I can open it.
We all believed in you.
Well, I was scared to do it too harshly because I didn't want to.
I kind of pop it on screen.
I didn't want to like have pencils a-flying. Oh my god, what was I doing the other day? Oh, I was shaking up. Okay, I told you about how I was prepping the markers last time, the paint pens. So I was shaking up the paint pens. Like this is when I was prepping off camera, and I just have the whole box, and I was shaking it like this, but I didn't hold the lid, the flap of the cardboard thing, and I went like that, and just like 20 paint markers flew across the room. So that was cool.
God.
I mean, I laughed, but I also died a little inside.
Katie says yes. It's a documentary about the Wrexham Football Club. My dad is from Wrexham, so it's been pretty cool to see the town in the documentary. That would be cool.
That is fun. I mean, it's like watching Boise Boys. Is that what it's called?
Although it's like Boise.
Well, I know, but that's where we're from, so it's like, oh, there's Boise, but the part of town that I
if
never
we were
got
from
to
like a really, 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 really cute town, that'd be great.
There's cute parts of Boise. I mean, I haven't been to Boise in years.
It's fine. I love it.
I don't even know what it looks like anymore. Last time I was there, I was like, what the hell is that? What is that? What's that building? And like, we have high school friends that own businesses there. I'm like, what? Who? What? How? And I'm not gonna lie, it's like one of the best coffees. Go to Poppy Seed if you're in Boise.
I remember we went there once, and she wasn't there at the time, our friend, but we went in. I remember looking around at her shop, and I was like, adults.
And I'm like, what's happening? It's so weird. We're just doing an idea of an ear over there. And
I'm not gonna lie, I wander through life most of the time forgetting I'm an actual adult.
Yeah. I mean, mostly me. Like, hello, I have like My Little Ponies and Barbie dolls.
I know, but even if like sometimes I'm at work and I'm like, just focusing on what I'm doing, and then I look around, I'm like, is this my life? Is this like actually what is happening right now?
Yeah, also I'll be
Like,
sitting
how did
down.
I even get here?
And while you're at work, I'm sitting downstairs and I'm like, wait, we live here? Wait, what? Because we used to live in a studio and we were like struggling to pay like $400 a month. Of course, that was LA and that was like in the 90s.
That was like 25 years ago, but still.
But still. I mean, it's just weird.
25 years!
It's just weird going from that, the struggle that most people go through their late teens and through the 20s. And then, you eventually figure some stuff out.
I remember because I was like, there's no way I'm going to get like any money from like, I wasn't going to rely on any like family money. I was like, I'm on my own. Like we need to figure this out. Basically.
On my own.
And I just remember so much in my 20s thinking like just the doom of the future and like, how am I going to make it? What am I going to do? And I just like have all these random skills, but like, what am I actually going to do with them and all this stuff?
And then there's me just like, Rocky knows what he's doing. I have faith in him. I'll do whatever it takes, but
no pressure.
I mean, I don't know. I never worried because I had you.
Oh, isn't that so sweet?
I didn't know you were so lost and confused.
Full of shit.
I always thought I was in good hands.
I'm not Allstate.
Oh my god. Remember how like we moved here and there's like some businesses with the same names of businesses that we have back at home, but they're completely different?
Like, give me the instance.
Our bank.
Oh, like Nationwide?
Yeah.
They're not on my side.
Well, they are, but
they're not.
They don't sing a jingle about it. They're not singing about it. Nationwide is on your side.
Jenna says, "Oh my God, I was doing a meet and greet with a new leader the other day, and said I had been with IKEA for 14 years. He asked me when I graduated high school, and I told him. Then he goes, 'Oh, so you're around for Walkmans?' And I told him, 'Yeah,' and I had one. And he goes, 'What was that like?'
It was amazing, except for when they tried to do like portable CD players, because it was like they always skipped. Like you couldn't go jogging with it, but like you could jog with a Walkman.
You could go jogging. You just had to accept that you were going to get some skippies
with your CD. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would play some of the time.
Yeah, I remember we had the tape. So Rocky had an old 96 Saturn or something, and we had a tape insert that had a cord that came out of the tape deck into a portable CD player, so we could play CDs in his car.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, and I thought we were like the coolest thing.
We're like blasting Erasure in the car.
A little Britney.
Oh my word! Chris put on Erasure in the studio the other day, and it was like, "Oh l'amour." I was like, "What in the 1997 soundtrack is this?" I was like, I'm going to have the weirdest dreams tonight. And sure enough, I did.
I love Erasure. I was going to say, when we were talking about my favorite song, I was like, 13 is about when I started getting into Erasure. And I loved them.
We used to drive around Boise, Idaho all the time as kids. We had nowhere to go. We would just waste gas driving around listening to it.
We've changed so much.
Yeah, changed the environment.
Now we listen to 17.
Yeah, basically. When we lived in LA, we would find like the cheapest like soda we could get. There was a gas station that had refills for 49 cents or something, and it was like a 64
however big a cup you can bring in.
So we would go fill those up and drive around until we had to go pee, basically.
Oh my god,
that's the life.
It was fun though. I really enjoyed like all the stuff that we did. I mean, we had some really hard times, but
I don't know the rest of it.
I mean, it was
as long as I had some money for gas.
It was with you. It was good.
I know, right? We can get through anything together.
Except for speaking properly. How do I talk again? As you can tell, I'm just shading around her face. Shading, Rocky.
Katie says, I love my Walkman, hated my Discman.
Pointless. Useless little things.
Can you imagine the company that had to make that? And they're like, but it can't skip.
They're like, you can only listen to it sitting still. Yeah, I remember like there was a fancy version that came out that was for like exercising. So if you wanted to take it jogging, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, it's called an iPod.
Yeah, well, okay. I remember having one of those too. I thought I was so fancy. I was like, what? It's magic. I love how it's like, I can put 200 songs on here. Oh, man. Reminiscing is fun.
I wonder how many gigabytes our brain are. If there was an equivalent.
Mine's like 6
terabytes.
I have to delete a lot of things to retain some other information.
I mean, I always think about that. I'm like, my brain must be deleting things, but then I watch I don't know, Bed Knobs and Broomsticks after not seeing it in 30 years, and I'm like, I remember all this.
The only thing I remember is
as it happens.
The only thing I remember is what's that got to do with my knob? So has everybody left or
No, there's still a few hanging around. You got some stragglers. Thanks for joining us and staying in there. Hang in there, everyone. We'll get through this together.
Yay. I mean, I'm kind of almost done.
Well, don't spoil it.
I mean, I thought it looked kind of almost done.
I think anyone under the age of 40 dipped by now. They're like, okay, they're talking about Walkman and Discmans.
Who are these bogeys?
They're like, what live stream did I just fall in?
The good one. I can't decide how far I want to take this hair shading.
And that's too far.
Well, just adding a couple extra lines with different pressure. So, whatevs.
The beauty of stamps.
And stencils.
Stencils.
I think I'm going to do a little white around the edge. Maybe I'll just keep it soft and use pencil. Although I don't think it's going to work so much. Yeah, no. I'm not going to waste the pencil on that. No. It would show it more on watercolors, but I think since this is I don't really know. But I think the makeup of an acrylic ink is a little.
Are you looking for your white paint pen that the octopus is holding?
I was going to get a chunkier one.
Gotcha.
My Storytime white paint pen.
It's story time. You know what that means, Kimball?
I need the bigger one, actually.
Well, now you have a big story coming. Anytime you use that pen, you have to tell a story.
No.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
That's how it works.
Then I'm not going to use it.
No, you got to use it. You got to use it.
I'm not going to use it.
You got to use it.
This cookie has sugar all over it.
I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to use it.
Oh, it's a little sharp.
Watch out for those gums. Would you buy these cookies again? Sure, why not? It's the kind you if they were in a tin at your grandma's, you'd be like, okay, thanks, Grandma. And then years later, you'd be like, oh, I remember those cookie tins with cookies from Grandma's.
No, they're full of sewing supplies.
Fade it.
I tried.
Jenna says Noah just discovered that his phone can store files that he didn't understand why you would want to store files on your phone. I said to print. He didn't know that you could send a print from your phone. I
have files on my phone too, and I'm like, what? I saw that whenever it first updated and added files to it. I'm like, what? What? Who would use this?
I use all the time.
I never do.
I'm a working professional.
I can tell by something. I don't know.
Oh, we all got a laugh out of that one.
I mean, a little bit.
There was someone at my work last week, and they're like, you should do this, and you should manage all these people. And I basically looked at them. I was like, I don't want to do that. And they're like, okay.
You're like, no. Hear me out.
It was someone very high up in the company. I was just flat out I don't want that.
We're just going to try. It's a little scary with the big pen.
Beautiful.
Little highlights. I mean, little cheeky ones.
Cheeky monkey.
Cheeky Mondays. Just a little one on the nose. Beep. We won't do the lips, though. We'll keep the lips soft. And then...
This is the look of someone listening to someone mansplaining to her.
She's like,
She's all sure, Jared.
Oh, Jared, huh?
Why not?
I don't know.
First thing that came to mind. I like the letter J.
Is there, I don't know, a Jared in your life that's
there
really
is not,
exciting?
Actually.
I know a Jared in your life.
Who, Jared from Subway?
No. Jared, Mr. I need to get all the free food I can always get.
Oh, I don't... I haven't thought about Jared in forever.
No, he's not really in your life anymore, but he was a character.
He was. I love characters.
I think we're done.
Oh, my word.
Because I don't know what else to do. It's
Just...
been an hour with you.
Oh, wait, times. We have to change the mode.
Oh, Edna mode. We
All right,
love
here we go.
her.
Let me just unplop this off and make sure the cord's good. And then down we go. Effortless, effortless.
You're so good at that.
Just to remind everyone, this is the setup. Okay, attaches to the ceiling. Comes down here. And then Kimball, let's look at the Oh, Kimball.
Yeah.
Another one for the fridge.
You know, I like how the pink kind of turned out like little rosy cheeks, but
Let's see.
it's a little splotchy, but you know, it's nice.
Did it? Let's see the eyes here. Is it going to focus? Probably not. Let's go in here and see.
Right
Oh, so pretty. There you go. Thank you. Kimball's on lighting patrol.
Yeah, I helped out with that. I know.
How do you feel about it?
I feel good. It was fun. I'm glad I didn't have to think too much about actually drawing.
I know. Who likes thinking?
Oh, I tell you. Also, I think I looked up. Okay, no, start at the beginning.
Oh,
Kimball.
get on it.
Focus.
Katie says she looks so awesome, Kimball. Trisha
Thank
says
you.
perfect. Jenna says
Thank
she's
you.
fabulous.
Thank
And
you.
Louise says triple hearts.
Thank you.
And then Jenna says I never want to manage people again.
I hear it's the worst. I was gonna say, so Facebook, you know how they like memories from your past lives, basically. It had like three or four different ones from different years coming up on the same day, which I don't know if that's true because it seems a little, maybe it's like within the same week. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe I'm making it up. Whatever. It was like me complaining about my skin, and I was like, okay, maybe this is like a seasonal thing
Because his skin's bothering him right now. At the
yeah,
same
it's
time.
really bad. And so like,
Let's get in and look, Kimball.
oh my God,
Let's get in there.
no,
Okay.
click, flash. So thank you, Facebook, for that. Finally, something good about those memories. But no, and then I looked into it, and it's like I guess there's this thing called pollen something or other, skin
Dermatitis, something.
Yeah, I'm assuming it might be that because everyone always has allergies. I don't have like sneezy allergies, but I've got them skin allergies.
Scallergies.
Gross. Anyway, I don't know why I told you that. That's gross. Elbows.
Oh my God, that is disturbing. Don't do that. I'm sure that is picking up very lovely on the microphone.
Yeah.
That's the wrong kind of ASMR, Kimball.
I don't even know what to call it. Like,
there's no SEO to back up this for anything.
Also, my hips have been acting up. I don't like it.
It's because he's been on the stationary bike. You're old.
I know. What else we got going on? I think that's it. I'm sure I had so much to talk about all week long. I was like, yeah, don't forget this or that. And,
here we are.
Didn't write anything down. So
Blanks.
You're welcome. I guess we're done now. Thank you all for hanging out with us. I should be like that guy. We watched this guy. He does like home tours and stuff. Or no, he was what's it
reactions.
called? Reactions, yeah, too. He was watching 17. He's like, oh, so great. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Well, okay, bye. And he just like
it's like the most abrupt ending to a YouTube video ever. And I was like, I kind of like him.
Yeah, it's amusing. All right.
One was just like, okay, bye, and then just stopped.
Yeah.
Anyway. Oh, Kimball, here. Let me get your back.
You just want to hit me.
Okay.
All right. Well, I just want to say thank you for hanging out with us, and we will see you again next week. Unless I don't feel like it. Sometimes.
In which case,
I'll probably still sign on and just pretend to be happy. Whatever. All right. Thanks for hanging out with us. Oh, Rocky, what do you want to say?
I was going to say she looks fabulous. Good job.
Thank you.
You've really done it this time.
Stencils help. The eyes are a little more even than I normally do without stencil, All right. Thanks for hanging out with us.
We hope you have a fabulous week. We'll see you next Sunday. And Kimball's going to give us a sign-off music. Okay, bye.
So long. Farewell. I'm glad that Rocky doesn't smell.
Me too.
Because then I would have to have that awkward conversation like that one time after his workout. Bye.